Hi, welcome to my live post number 78. I'm Mary Wong, and I'm a registered traditional Chinese medicine practitioner and acupuncturist, founder of Alive Holistic Health, and author of the book Pathways to Pregnancy. I am your fertility and wellness mentor, so welcome. And one of the things that I get all the time is, what do I eat? Especially if I'm gluten-free, dairy-free, sometimes meat-free, all that. So one of the things is, and some of the challenges some women face is that while you want to do this, perhaps your partner is not so into it. So a lot of people will go on quick foods, right? And one of the quick things to make is pasta. So pasta with like a spaghetti sauce. So tonight I want to create a very fast, simple dinner that is gluten-free, that is tasty, and you don't have to really separate out from your partner, because your partner can have the spaghetti noodles that he likes or she likes, and you can have a spiralized zucchini as pasta. And what is really awesome about this recipe is that it's so freaking super easy and it's so fast. So I'm going to make it for you from scratch, okay? I've already washed the zucchini, and you can see the size of it. I'm just going to cut the ends off. And in fact, I'm going to cut it into 2 pieces. I'm going to ditch this. Hope you can see it. I think you do. Okay, so now what I have here is my KitchenAid. And I am not selling KitchenAid product, but here's fact. I think it's fact. This was a wedding gift. And I think a lot of people out there, correct me if I'm wrong, may have one of these things at home. And so I use it maybe, barely once a year. Barely. Like maybe once in a while making a dark chocolate mousse, or I've made it tiramisu in it. But really, how often am I going to make that? I'm not a baker. I don't claim to be. And so otherwise, I don't really use it. But when spiralization came along, it's like been a total game changer. Finding out about that, we were looking for a spiralizer that doesn't cost that much money and that is convenient. So we ended up getting something like this. And this is made by KitchenAid that will fit this thing. So all I did was I took the knob off. That was here. Take it off. Unscrew this a little bit. And here is the piece that I'm using, which is going to spiralize, which is really kind of cool. I hope I remember how to do this. I just did this last week, but you know, I'm not looking at instructions. So I throw it in this hole, click it in, tighten it up. Voila, it's almost ready to go. Now, here's the thing that will stick the zucchini in, and I have to place it in here. Okay, and now I'll stick my zucchini in. So my pre-cut zucchini, I throw it in here. Let's do it this direction, just for fun. I stab it, let it sit, and now it's actually kind of ready to go. Now what do? I have to bring this to the end. And this is what spiralizes a zucchini. Check that out. It's kind of cool. So I'm going to throw it in here, click it in, bang, it clicks in. Now, I'm going to get this guy close to the zucchini, click it in, and I just turned it on. Ah! I think I need a pot. Minor detail, have a pot underneath so then it can spiralize. Look at this, isn't this cool? Now what I find that I end up with, the core part doesn't necessarily get done. So I'll take the spiralized parts and turn this off. I'm going to bring it back out. This one is done. And I'm going to hook up this. Tighten this back up because somehow it came loose. All right, here we go. So exciting. Okay. We are going to stick this in. I don't know how much you see of this. And then, again, I put this close to the zucchini. I'm going to turn it on. Oh. So, well, you can't see it from your end, but the middle doesn't get chopped. So I'm just going to throw it in my knife. Ah! Okay. Technical difficulty, but it did finish spiralizing, so that's the main thing. Look at this. Isn't that cool? Now, how long did that take? I timed it 2 minutes. Not long. And so I'm going to unclick this. Hang on a second. I'm going to unclick this. And we literally have the zucchini pasta ready to go. And I have, hot. Okay, I've just turned on this. Now you'll see, do you see this in the background where it's a pot and then I have another pot on top. And the pot is like for a steam like that. It's got the hole, you see it? So now I'm going to put the zucchini on top. And the reason why I do this is I'm just going to grab my zucchini that's on the counter. Pardon me, but it's clean, I swear, I swear. Oopsie daisy. Okay, so this is just one zucchini, and this is my pasta. Like, look, it makes a lot, right? I'm going to throw it in here. And now, put the top on, the lid on, and we're going to cook it for 2 minutes. So I'm going to use my timer. Alexa, timer for 2 minutes. I don't know if you can hear her, but I'm using my Alexa, which is like an Amazon product, and I use it as a timer for more than anything. So we're going to go 2 minutes, cook it up. And the reason I like using a steamer is because what happens is if you boil it, it can get a little soggy. And also when you strain it, I find there's just too much moisture, too much liquid from the actual water that it absorbs. So when you steam it, there's less ability to do that. And so it'll soften and it'll stay with integrity so that when you stick sauce on top of it, it's not going to get diluted and it'll still be tasty. And that's key. So I do come from the line of restaurateurs. So we do like the art of eating. It's not just about what you're eating, but how you make it can make a big difference, right? So doing that will make a big difference in the quality and the taste of your pasta so that you will make it tastier. And so what I've done is, so I literally, by the way, I came home from work, put on some makeup to look a little fresh for you. And now I'm making my dinner, which will take, how long did that take? Not long. And I would say it could be even shorter because you could literally spiralize this the night before, keep it in your fridge. As soon as you come home, you throw your pot on, or again, like me, have the pot even ready to go so that when you're at home, when you get home from work, you can just literally turn your stove on, and the water is already ready to go, steamer's ready to go, the sauce is ready to go. And by the way, the sauce was made last weekend from scratch. And the tomato sauce that we use, I would recommend that you would buy it in a glass jar, right? So sometimes there's some decent quality pre-made pasta sauces. Oh, Alexa's done. Stop timer. Alexa, stop timer. Okay, so I am just going to go like this. So even with the steaming, I find that there's a little bit of moisture. It's glistening. So the truth about vegetables is when you cook them, it gives out water. Like it's not secreting. What do you call it? Water comes out. So you want to get rid of as much water as possible before you put the pasta sauce on, because otherwise, again, it dilutes the pasta sauce. Now, I'm gonna turn this off because the timer already told me to turn it off. This is too hot. Take this off. Put this here. So you see this underneath. I don't know if you see much. You know what? I'm just going to bring this whole pot over. Here you go. Scoop up my veggies. And the cool part about this is you actually also don't have to make extra vegetables because it's already vegetables. My plate is giant, so it looks like there's less pasta. And by the way, what I'm actually going to do when I go off camera is I'm going to go ahead and also cook up the rest of the zucchini, because I have what I would call zucchini butts left over from the spiralizing. So I'm going to cut them into little bits. I'm going to cook them up for 2 minutes and throw that in too. No wasting. Who likes to waste? But in the meantime, I'll show you the finished product. And for those of you who are gluten-free, you can add other goodies into your pasta sauce as a finishing touch. I'll cook this again. Okay, I'm going to sneeze. 1 second. Okay, no, I'm not going to sneeze. Now, I'm just going to get my pasta. Okay, so I'm going to let you know. When I make my pasta sauce, I don't ever use meat. But, you know, I do live in a household, and it's more than just me, so I can only control so much. So I am grateful and honored that my partner can cook. It's not necessarily what I want all the time, but he's trying. So he made a pasta sauce, and so that's what it looks like. For me, I would make like a vegetarian one, but this one is organic chicken, ground chicken meat. So I'll live with that. It's a good protein source. So some of you may actually be vegan, so you may not do that, but obviously you can use another kind of, you can use another sauce, not a big deal. All right, so we're gonna throw 2 of these on. Gonna add more sauce. Oh, see, you see some fresh thyme. Ah! Throw some sauce on. So this is literally part of my dinner, by the way. And just for fun, you can have your choice. I'm gonna walk away from the screen so you can hear me, but you don't see me. If you're dairy-free, you can add other things. If you're not eating meat, you can add other things. So I'm gonna break it to show you. If I can find it, for Pete's sakes. You can't see me, but I'm here. Aha! Okay. So if you're doing a vegetarian version, it's really, 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 really important to also have protein. A lot of vegetarians, when they eat, they forget that protein is important. a protein is so important, especially if you want to create life and if you want to replenish your cells in your body, because it's proteins that helps to replenish your cells and build life too. So I could personally like and think it's tasty to add some hemp hearts. And for those that like cheese, this is an awesome cheese substitute. So this is nutritional yeast. So I use that. I'm going to use this guy. And you can use, you know, whatever herbs or seasoning to taste. Voila. So let me taste it, and it's looking pretty hot. Perfectly cooked al dente. So it's got a little bit of bite to it, and it's not too watery. I guarantee you, if you boil it, it's going to be way too watery, and you're going to have lots of water at the bottom, and when you stick the sauce on top, you don't taste anything. So this is the way to do it. Thank you for being here. And if you're interested, last week we actually did a post on vegetable rice bowl, so that's fun too. Next week, join me as I'll be interviewing Jodie Peacock, who is actually doing the first Canadian fertility show, and that'll be so cool. And I happen to be speaking at it, and so does our naturopathic doctor, Dr. Zainab Uraz is going to be there as well, and we'll have a booth there, so it'll be awesome. So do consider doing that. In the meantime, check out my posts below. Watch that. You'll be getting lots of information. Check out my book, Pathways to Pregnancy. And again, within a month's time, I will be starting an online program for those of you that cannot see me live. And I'll give you so many awesome navigatable tips in your day-to-day life. And you can also have the opportunity to ask me questions live. And this will be in private. So you don't have to worry about your friends or family knowing that you are watching this. So that'll be pretty darn awesome. So I can't wait to kick that off. So thank you for being here. I'll see you next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks. Take care. Bye for now. Bon appetit. Cook and tell me how it is. Bye for now.